contact, impact. I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino que
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me.
tell him.
So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco,
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chibabe man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
This week on NBA 2K TV, it's the 2K TV Challenge Special. Watch as members of the 2K community take on this impossible feat. Plus, 2K20 event news and your top plays. Welcome to a special.
Up next, the Jazz taking on the Hawks. For Utah, they're on the road in a hostile arena. They know they can grab a win in this environment, and their chance to prove it starts now. Hawks, Jazz on 2K Sports.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the seven.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." And Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bogdanović.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. Donovan Mitchell is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Then it's Young, then it's Collins, and it's Fernando in at the 5. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
Here we go. And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
And the shot is good.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
3-on-3. Here's Hunter. The kick out to Young. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Mitchell. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range, making great use of what the defense is giving him.
Here's Young. Good D by Mitchell. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Really clever with the basketball. Young so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
And stolen by Hunter. Here's Young. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got 7 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Hunter, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Young, the 3, drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Mitchell. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. From 12 feet out, shots good from Young.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's about hustle and effort from Bogdanovich. To go after the rebound with that kind of intention is exactly what you hope for as a coach.
Gobert with the block. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance over Collins. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
It's stolen by Green. Mitchell right side. Over Collins. And there's another one for the Jazz.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Young passes to Hunter. Kicks it to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Chalk up 2 there. 14 points for Trae Young.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Herter, guarded by O'Neal. Young in the corner. The 3. The shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
And that one's good. Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Here's O'Neal. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now, here's Collins. No points in the game yet for him. Young against Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Herder, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Jazz.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Here's Young after Jeff Green's bucket. Pass to Collins. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Huerter. And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here is Young. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Green. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 8 points for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now, here is Young. Fernando can't get it to go. Gobert dishes to O'Neal. And yes, it's good. O'Neal's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
And the pass to Huerter. He kicks it to Hunter. Young against Mitchell. In the corner. Huerter with it. No good from outside. Jazz leading by 6. There's Green with the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Isn't it interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their careers.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. Going with an almost entirely new group. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. Moutier, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Exum in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Turner. Now Young to halt the run, but they'll get another chance. Parker right side. Young outside, from outside the arc. Another miss by Young.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
One shot.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here is Young. Defense is right there. And it's Parker in the corner.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Green finds Exum. Over Young. And it's Exum. That time on the assist by Green. And the Jazz lead by 16. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Moutier with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Moutier, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Bucket is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Hawks trail by 15. On the wing, Turner. To the paint. And that one's good. Parker.
This guy just a terrific natural scorer. Jabari Parker getting a great look.
Ingles kicks to Exum. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Hawks. Inside, Young. Turner trying to free himself up from down in the low post. It goes.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And the basket by Ingles.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here is Young. He's got 19. Parker kicks to Young. Here's Jones. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That one doesn't go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Turner inside. Ingles covering. Pass to Young. Bradley against Jones. Young. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Young's got 21 in the game. Here's Ingles. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks trail by 9. Oh, the lob to Parker. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Young. 4th in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former number 2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
And that one falls for Parker. And for Parker, who has had to fight back from injuries, sometimes the motivation seems to be lacking.
Well, Jabari Parker doesn't turn heads on the defensive end, and so that's part of what gets him off the floor at times. He needs to make sure that not only is he interested in scoring, but he's got to be willing to make stops as well.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you know this about guys coming out of the city of Chicago. They usually play with great instincts and are thirsty scorers, and that's what Jabari Parker is.
Mudiay. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Moutier's got 5.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Bembry kicks to Reddish. Hawks passing it around, and he dunks it down.
Well, the defense committed to Parker, so he beats them with a pass. Beautifully done.
With the assist.
13 feet away. It's good. And that's now 7 points for Emmanuel Mudiay. The Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Parker. Back to Turner. Here's Bembry, defended by Mudiay. Bembry misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A nice shot by Exum.
Well, if you've got speed, use it. Dante Exum carves up the defense on the way to the cup.
And here is Parker. 23 points for him the last game against Utah.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and people didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing, but I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about, winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Turner is out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Len, and it's Parker in at the 4 slot. Here's Davis, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Turner looking around. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Reddish.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And that one, good. 9 points for Emmanuel Mudiay.
Boy, Mudiay, tough shot through contact. That is nice.
Outside Turner. Down low. Here's Bembry. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Goes up the baseline. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Turner. He's tightly guarded. Reddish with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Utah.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Utah leading by 9. Passes it to Moutier. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Parker outside. The pass to Bembry. Launches a 3. And Davis pulls it down.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And Moutier throws it down.
This is a strength of Moutier's, right? Get into the lane, put your speed to good use.
And the Hawks with possession here. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Parker up top. He's got 7. Pass to Bembry. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him. That one goes. Just count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. For the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Parker, and Hunter subbed in for Bembry. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for George Niang. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. O'Neal's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Dante Exum. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Turner passes to Hunter. Pass to Reddish. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Kevin Huerter.
Here's Huerter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He tries for 3. Atlanta again missing. Jazz leading by 17. Baseline J on the way. The offensive rebound. Yes, that goes in.
And Davis.
Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Huerter. Covered by Mitchell. Hunter no good. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's O'Neal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, guys, you think about it. A very respectable 50 wins for the Jazz last year. That's a 5 seed in the absolute brutal West. But now what do you think? The playoffs, when it counts the most, you bowed out in 5 games to the Houston Rockets.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And the Jazz front office said, we have a very good team, but we don't have a great team. So with that in mind, Doris, how do they get there?
Well, I think, Kevin, obviously you begin with Donovan Mitchell, who had experienced some growing pains in year 2. You have to adjust to having that bullseye on your back.
Young's checked in for Reddish. O'Neal hits them both. Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Make some noise!
Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando estás solita que entre, música para ponerle al ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que más que ella venga, le busco todo. A lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, no quiere recordar, baby.
Can't get enough. Yeah, can't get enough.
And let's check out some stats. Here's the numbers for Gobert. First in field goal percentage, third in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Passes to Herter, and that one is hammered home.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Mitchell. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Mitchell's got 20 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Shots good from Young.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Kept alive. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 6.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Hawks making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Damian Jones.
Jazz on D. Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Mitchell's shot is good.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
Young against Mitchell. For 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Mitchell with it. Jones covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role. Shooting 2.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
Bradley's checked in for Davis. And Mitchell drops them both. And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't. And you know what, Doris? I think it made an impression.
And I think, Kevin, if you listen to Donovan, he talks about how his parents impressed upon him the importance of how you treat people. So even with all the success, it's not going to this young man's head. He is so grounded.
And he makes that one.
This is Mitchell at his absolute best. Driving, attacking, putting all the pressure on the defense.
Outside Collins. Goes up at the stripe. They get it back.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Gobert. Atlanta with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Here's O'Neal. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. O'Neal's got 8.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And Herter gets it to go.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 19-point game. And Bradley gets it to go. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Atlanta calls timeout. Well, around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Ingles.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Herter. Kicks it out to Jones. Young against Bradley. And Young, here we go. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Mitchell against Young, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Here's Young. 33 points for him. Stolen by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
They double him with Mitchell. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
From the baseline. And Utah again with the bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Herter, uncovered. Tries again, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strengths.
For Atlanta, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jabari Parker's checked in for Damian Jones, and it's Bembry in for Kevin Herter. And that one falls for Collins. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Both free throws good from Mudiay. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better? I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Ingles, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. In the corner, it's Hunter. Off target from 3-point range. Utah leading by 23. Ingles finds Exum. Over Young. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Parker outside, lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Jazz foul call. George Niang. That's his first.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for the Hawks.
Utah calls timeout.
Bembry. 2 shots. Utah timeout called.
Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. Give you what you came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Hunter. First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Utah shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. Moutier with the basket.
Boy, you can see when Moutier gets the hot hand, he's going to stay aggressive.
Pass to Fernando. To the left side wing. Here's Bembry. Banked in off the glass. Bembry's got 5 points in the quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
A nice shot by Exum.
Well, it's hard to question the size Dante Exum brings to the point guard position. He's unique in the game, Kevin.
Young from outside. He can't hit that time. And so it's Utah, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 32 points, 3 steals, and 1 assist. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points that helped them build this huge lead.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. O'Neal is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Young with no one around. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Basket counts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. The Trae. Rebounded by the Jazz. The drive by Mitchell.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Herder passes to Young. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And it's Green with the jam.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Young passes to Fernando. Hunter, no one around him, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside, Green. Over Collins. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by O'Neal. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
All sorts of time. Collins, good. Collins has got 7.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
That's his first personal foul.
On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Young. He gets it in there. Mitchell's got 44.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Misses the 3. And here's Utah. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Bogdanovich. Collins grabs the miss. Hawks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Herder passes to Collins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 9.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Gobert trying to get open. Collins with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. The young man has a chance to be special.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Hawks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Collins passes to Hunter. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
Basket good. Green's got 8 points here in this quarter. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And finished off by Collins.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's O'Neal. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Mitchell against Young. That shot off. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
It's good.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
Young passes to Fernando. Back to Young. Softly drops in the floater. Young's got 43 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
To the inside. Here's Green. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
O'Neal misses. Now, here is Young. for 43 points in the game. Right wing, Collins wide open, he fires. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And it's Green missing. Atlanta's shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Passes it to Fernando. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Fernando's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Utah calls timeout. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Jazz also changing it up. Ed Davis is checked in for Green. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Dante Exum in for Donovan Mitchell. A nice shot by Exum. 8 points for him.
Well, you like that Dante Exum maintains his focus on the way to the rim. This guy fights his way and gets hit.
And Turner kicks to Jones. Now, here's Reddish. Ingles covering. Parker against Ingles. 5 to shoot. Bembry misses. It's been all Jazz. There's the pass to Exum. Shoots over Turner. They grab their own miss. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
Turner passes to Jones. Now, here's Reddish. Ingles covering. Now, Reddish. Rebounded by the Jazz. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's O'Neal. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Jones kicks to Turner. Parker outside. Dishes it to Reddish. He gets that one. Reddish has got his second basket of the night. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Davis. Here's Gobert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, there's size, and there's length, and there's touch. Rudy Gobert doing work.
And it's Turner off the drive. Count it.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Jazz shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense.
Boy, Gobert gets to the rack quickly. How long, how agile from the 5-man on the penetration.
To the paint, here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's O'Neal. And that comes off the assist by Exum. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, you gotta love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances. Finished right at the rim.
Turner passes to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He was all alone on that one. Bembry's got 10.
Parker is a gifted scorer. creating for others is an area he can go to another level. Nice pass.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul.
Dante.
That's his first foul. Alex Len's checked in for Atlanta. The Jazz also changing it up. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Davis. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for O'Neal. Here's Turner. Parker outside. Back to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. Here's Len. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Alex Len, he of the 7'3" wingspan, helps you clean up the window a little bit.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Len.
Well, Alex Len has the kind of length and interior game to make himself valuable. The solid big man, somebody you want in your rotation.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting for Atlanta, Evan Turner. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Evan Turner. He's perfect from the line this time. It's been all Jazz. Here's Niang. Here's Ingles. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Ingles has got 6 points.
Well, this is one of the strong points of Joe Ingles' very well-rounded game. The mid-range on point.
It's stolen by Mudiay. Fast break, here we go. Here's Niang. Drops in the breakaway layup. He has 6. Atlanta's shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Turner passes to Bembry. Outside Turner. Parker with no one around. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
The 5th overall pick back in 2015, the Jazz with the Watt investors in the development of young Dante Exum.
Well, for Exum, his minutes trended downwards over the first 4 seasons of his career. This guy is still young. He's still got a tremendous amount of athleticism. It's time to start to put it together for Dante.
The first free throw is good.
You know, the Australian Dante Exum, to me, Kev, has an enviable skill set. He's 6'6", and he has the potential to be special at the point guard.
Exum hits them both. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Mudiay against Turner. Bembry kicks to Parker. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him.
Oh, that one fires up his teammates. Len's passion leads to the monster dunk.
With the assist.
Here's Ingles. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Ingles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
outside Turner. Now here's Reddish. Tight defense on him and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight for the Hawks.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Moutier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Moutier's got 19 points.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. And so it's Utah with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. We'll return shortly.
Get you some, just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some.
A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Carter. Turner is out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. And it's Len in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hawks 5.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Turner. Buries it down low.
Turner. 4-2.
The Jazz shooting has been just uncontainable. 72% to the wing right side. Oni, again the Jazz score.
Oni. Assisted by.
And here is Turner. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Reddish. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Pass to Len. Reddish with the ball. Bradley with some nice D. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Len. Now Turner. Down low. Here's Reddish. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists tonight. Jazz have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Moutier, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Oni, a beautiful reverse layup.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
George Niang.
Carter outside. The dish to Reddish. And he banks in the layup. Reddish has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Utah. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Carter on the wing. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Atlanta with the ball. Here's Turner. Len finds Turner. Snatched away. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Passes it to Bembry. Inside, here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Oni, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Reddish with the slam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And he's fouled on the shot. It misses, so a couple of free throws here, almost the chance for a 3-point play.
Well, this is Emmanuel Mudiay at his best. The aggressive mindset, trying to put defenders in a difficult spot.
Utah calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communication. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Jazz making a switch here. Green's checked in. And the first one drops.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Both free throws good from Mudiay.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To the inside, Len, he can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D. Mudiay with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. And the basket is good. Mudiay's got 23 points.
Well, to me, there's no question it's critical that Emmanuel Mudiay make this shot more consistently, showing some signs of progress in the mid-range, guys.
And Mudiay throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Damian Jones.
Carter on the wing. The shot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Mudiay, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Crabbe from long range. Hands it from downtown. Crabbe's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Alan Crabbe, a little three-point specialty. What confidence right there.
Niang, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Hawks. Here's Crabbe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up.
Shooting for Atlanta, Allen Crabbe. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think if there's one thing that he's proven, it's that Allen Crabbe can shoot the basketball. Now it's his responsibility to keep adding to his game.
Both free throws good from Crabbe. Jazz shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. Here's Williams-Goss. Goes back up, Bradley. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Carter. The rebound by Niang. Niang's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bradley. Reddish grabs the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Grab the pass to Jones. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Green, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Green's got 12 points in just the second half. Reddish the pass to Carter. Here's Jones, and Jones seams it in.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Niang. Second shot opportunity, and Jones sends it back, and he recovers it. To the paint, here's Fernando. That one good for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mudiay with the basket.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Jones. Reddish with the ball. Now Green defending. No good there. Bradley with some nice D. A baseline J. He shoots again. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And that one, good. 29 points for Emmanuel Mudiay. The Hawks shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Jones trying to get open. Fernando, that's good.
Fernando!
Here's Williams-Goss. The steal. Now here is Carter. Jones up top. Pass to Fernando. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting so far very efficient, all around, about 55%. Here's Reddish, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
Now in the lineup for the Jazz. Davis. Oni.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Off the inbound, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
That's a perfect mid-range jumper. All he needs is an inch of space, and they gave it to him.
Crabbe kicks to Reddish. Looking to end his cold spell, and Reddish with the slam.
Well, Allen Crabbe continues to develop his skill, and that's a pretty pass right there.
Goes up on the wing, and again it's Utah.
Williams-Goss.
Williams-Goss has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Now Reddish made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Moutier with the basket.
Assisted. Nice.
Here's Crabbe.
Goss.
Pass to Reddish. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Reddish has got 12 points now in the quarter.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Carter outside. Passes it to Fernando. Back to Carter. Clock at 6. Here's Crabbe. It's deflected, and he recovers it. The Jazz shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Niang, that's good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Jones, no luck. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout.
Alright, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time! Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingles. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Over in the corner, Reddish. No good on the 3. Oni. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Sinks the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
I think it's just staying in the defensive end. Sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it, and it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.